What's going on, guys? Bringing you a video here today. We're going to talk about leveling up weapon XP. It's what we all need to do. It's a grind. Nobody really feels like doing it. We'd rather just be playing the game. But unfortunately, we have to in order to get these weapons levels up. And Vanguard has been crazy with how hard it's been to get your levels up. So if you got to get all the way up to level 70, and those last 30 levels or so feel like they take forever. So right now, with double weapon XP going until December 30th, it's a great time to try to get this done. All right, so what we want to look at is Resurgence, Vanguard Resurgence quads. Now, you're going to think, hey, can't we run Rebirth? But there's contracts in Resurgence quads that are just much easier to do than the Rebirth. Number one, big game bounties in Resurgence squads. It's going to get you 1,000 XP. Multiply that by 2, you're getting 2,000. By 4, you're getting 4,000 weapon XP just for completing a contract. And you don't even have to be the guy that kills the guy. I think you get a partial of it if someone else kills him. So you can kind of get the contracts done pretty quickly with how small the map is. Number two, they have the top secret contracts. Now you can go down and get a top secret contract, and if you get super lucky, you're going to get the supply run. Any supply runs on the map when you first start to drop in, you should 100% go to. The supply runs are literally sometimes only 30 to 40 meters away. It's the same with the supply drops. Because the map's so small, sometimes it's dropping these supply drops on top of you. So you can literally pick up a contract, you get it done in about 30 seconds, you're getting 750 weapon XP. If not, you're getting 3,000 weapon XP with the multiplier. So it's kind of crazy how this mode, and hopefully they don't patch it real soon, but this currently is the best mode. It's just that you got to wait for the first loadout to get your loadout, the first circle to close. So during the very beginning, you always start off with a handgun. You can kind of get your handguns leveled up, or you pick up the ground loot version of the weapon that you're trying to level. Most weapons have a ground loot version out there, and there's a ton of boxes, extra boxes in the game, resurgence boxes in the game that can get you any kind of weapon you're really looking for before you get the contract done. Just make sure you have that weapon out when the contract gets done. I think it has been at times, it's not consistently giving you weapon XP for both weapons. There is going to be a clip here that I show you where it gives me weapon XP for both weapons. It's really good, but I haven't seen that consistently. I think that's just a bug in the game at times certain drops. So hopefully you get lucky enough to get that. So my sound was a little bugged when I was playing the game, but I'm going to record over it, so you're not going to hear the sound of the game. But here's my first supply run contract. I'm going to go down, I'm going to get that, and then go get that done and with the weapon out that I want to use, and then move on to the next contract. So you can see right there, it literally popped 30 meters away from me. So that's how crazy the supply run contracts can get in this mode. So it's working out really well. We go get that. You get 500 XP. So it's actually 2,000 XP because I did pop the double weapon XP. And then you can sit here and you get a couple kills. You're getting like 400 to 500 XP per kill. And just ranking up guns that way. Next, you're really going to want to look at getting into camping loadouts. So once you get your loadout, it becomes very simple to just camp around the loadouts. They usually pop up about like 3 or 4 in loadouts, and just wait for the people to come in. You're going to get kills this way with the gun that you choose to use. And literally, since it's Resurgence, they come back over and over again. Some games you can get upwards of 10 kills. That's going to get you around 4,000 XP with 16,000 XP for your gun of choice. Getting 16,000 XP is going to get you up at least 4 to 8 levels in one game. These games can take around 15 minutes to finish. At most, some of them usually finish in 5 minutes or so, especially if you die out, but you can just keep coming in, fighting fights, getting back out. It's much more fun than trying to play multiplayer, at least in my opinion. Here, my audio finally started working again, but taking a look at getting the top secret contract and what they can be. This one here, I was very fortunate. It ended up being a supply run, and it's pretty simple to go get as we watch the gameplay. Again, it's showing up relatively close enough to where you can basically run to it. In worst case scenario, you can get killed and just come back and float to it. So it's very simple. If it is far enough away, just to find a fight, get killed, and then float to it when you're 30 or 40. It's like 30 or 40 seconds that your resurgence time is. So here I just choose to run to it, and I didn't have a gun that I specifically picked up, but I was working on my handguns as well. This was getting me. This actually will get you 1,000 XP, so 4,000 weapon XP, and again, that can level up anywhere from. It can be 1 at a very high level to 4 at a lower level. And if you just dropped in and did these right off the jump, your handguns would go up tremendously fast. Literally would be 2 minutes a game. I've never had games take very long to find to jump into either. So 1,000 weapon XP. So that's kind of crazy. That's a huge gain for this game mode, and we need to use it to our advantage. So that's for the video for today. Appreciate you guys watching. I could sit here and show more gameplay, but really what we're looking at is just sitting here getting 750 XP, I think, for recons, and 500 XP, I think it was, for supply runs. Try to do them when you first get down, and then worry about kind of the bounties once you get your weapon. It's very hard to kill guys with crappy weapons that come out unless you're trying to level up like an STG or something like that. But a lot of you guys have those leveled up, and you're trying to work on like the M1 Grands and stuff like that. Sniper rifles, they tend to get harder with it being a smaller map to be able to use. So you really want to focus on supply runs and recons at the very beginning. Once you get your loadout or whatever you want to do, you kind of focus on the big game bounties at that point. The big game bounties will also get you 1,000 weapon XP. So it's really great. Use it to your advantage. I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe for more content. And as always, have a great day, man.